Hi, I'm Shoestring Jane. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things frugal, thrifty and money saving. And I thought I'd just show you a few days of my frugal week and what I've been up to. So we started with some decluttering, a bit more shed decluttering. You may have seen my last vlog where we cleared out one shed. This time it was just me because Justin wasn't very well. It was very hot, so I started very early. So I'll show you how I got on there. I've also been doing a bit of cooking. I did a red dragon pie recipe video, which you may have seen. You can check that out on my cookery playlist. And the garden, well, we've been really lazy with the garden. Not lazy really, we've just been busy. We're quite casual with our garden. We're not like obsessive like some people are. I mean, my dad wouldn't allow a weed to pop up in his greenhouse. He'd be appalled if he saw the look of ours. We had a lot of weeds in there, so I gave that a bit of a clear up. But despite everything, despite being a bit casual in our approach and not very good at keeping on top of maintenance, because we have kept on top of the watering at least, then we are actually getting some crops. So it's quite nice. We've had courgettes and we've got tomatoes coming now, and we've even got some bell peppers, which I'll show you, and some cucumbers as well. I did a bit of mending, nice frugal pastime. Instead of throwing your clothes away because they develop a small hole, then, you know, get your sewing kit out and do a little bit of mending. So I did a bit of that. And we had some good walks with Archie, mainly really early morning. So I find that I wake up quite early when it's hot anyway. But from the point of view of having a dog, they hate the heat, even more than I hate the heat. So I've had to be going out sort of 7 a.m. To do the walks, which has been nice. You know, it's quite quiet. You find some other dog walkers and that's it. It's the school holidays here in the UK, so there's no kids about. You don't bump into hordes of kids like you would normally during term time. And we've just, you know, had some nice walks, but that's the only way to do it because it's just unbearable otherwise if you wait till later. Archie still wants me to take him out for his afternoon ball throwing session, and I leave it for as long as I possibly can, and then quite often it's just like 20 minutes. As long as he feels he's been out with the ball, then he's happy. So we go out just for a very short period of time, so he feels like he's been out. And then we go out later on for a longer walk, just around the streets when it's cool again. So that's always really, really good. And you will see, I talk a little bit in the video about our lack of health. Like I say, Justin's been poorly. I've got various things going on. I always think of myself as being a really healthy person because I eat quite well and I do yoga and I get outside and that kind of thing. But, you know, you get to a certain age and things don't always go to plan. So I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Anyway, here is my frugal vlog of the last few days. Finally got to the stage where we have a glut of courgettes. So I'm making some courgette soup, 2 pans of courgette soup. Which will go in the freezer. So I've still got loads of courgettes actually, but I'm just going to make 2 lots. I'll make another couple of lots another day I think. But it's too hot to do too much cooking, so this is about all I can manage. I've just got onions, just a couple of carrots that would just look like they needed to be used, courgettes, potatoes, and celery. And that's it, yeah. And then I'm going to put some vegetable stock on top and cook it up for a bit, then whiz it up. Courgette soup is all made. I just fried it up for 5 minutes or so, added some stock, cooked it and then whizzed it up. So I've made 2 panfuls and I've got all these old takeaway containers and yogurt containers and I am about to fill them up, and I've already put some in the fridge for the next couple of days, and these are going to go into the freezer for future use. And here they are, cooling off finally, ready to go in the freezer. And I think there are 17 portions between these and the 2 that I've put in the fridge. 17 portions, and that was really the price of a couple of onions, a couple of sticks of celery, a couple of carrots, about 6 potatoes and some vegetable stock, and then all of the courgettes obviously were from the garden. So you think how much that would cost if you bought fresh cartons of soup in the supermarket. It's so easy to make soup, so consider doing it. Even if you don't grow your own vegetables, it's so much cheaper and it's so much nicer than canned soup. Where's all your balls, Archie? Which ball are you going to have?
Green.
Which ball are you going to have? Too many balls. Don't know what to do you? Sunday morning, it's very, very hot already. I've taken the dog out for his ball time already because normally he has that in the afternoon, but it's been so hot we haven't been able to do it, so I didn't put any makeup on, as you can see. I look knackered. I just got up really early and took him out, and I haven't had a shower or anything. I'm not going to, because I'm going to go and have a look at the second shed and do a few little bits in there before it gets too hot. That may already be too late, but I can do something. I'm trying to get something done, so that's what I'm doing now. So this was the cobwebby shed. Massive cobwebs. Oh God, I'm really not in the mood for this, but I've got to do it, mood or not. That chandelier, that can go straight on free cycle, so let's get that there. There's just so much decorating stuff. I think the stuff that we're definitely going to keep, I'll put straight in the shed next door that we've already done. I've got things like photo albums. Oh gosh, I hope they're all right. I'll have to have a look. Underbid storage, I don't think it's got anything in it, but let's have a look. Okay, so I'm not keen on this particular spider because it keeps really springing around. I want to get to that box. I'll try and flick him off with a stick, I think, because he's really like one of those fast moving ones and he's giving me the willies. Don't mind spiders if they're slow. I don't like them when they're speedy. This is the point where you find things that you had forgotten because there was so much stuff in front of them. There's a nest of tables there that I painted, but they're, I mean, really, it's so tatty now. I'll offer it on free cycle. 2 bar stools, actually, which could be useful at the new house because we have a kind of a bar in the kitchen. They had a dining table in front of it, but I might keep them anyway because they might be useful. So I'll keep those for now. I've got another rail. I've already taken my big strong rail that I use for my eBay stuff out and put it to keep, but this is a rail that's, I think my daughter gave me. I'm going to give it back because she can use that at the boot sale and then sell it or whatever she wants. And I've got a whole load of yoga stuff. Now, I trained to be a yoga teacher in 2002. I think I finished 2004, 2003 maybe. And you know, I never even look at this stuff because you kind of get into the rhythm of doing lessons. I'm not even taking any classes at the moment. So I've kind of kept them thinking, if I start teaching again at some point, I can go through them and just kind of refresh myself. But honestly, I think I need to whittle it down. I don't need all this stuff. So that's going to be a job as well. I'll take those indoors. It's so covered in spiders. Yuck. So I've done a bit. I want Justin to make some decisions on whether to keep this paint. Oh, that paint's going to go outside with a free thing on it because we're not using that. I've got rid of most things that I need to get rid of. I need to do something with that bread maker. I just test it. I think it does work, but it doesn't work brilliantly. I've put a few things on Frugal, which is our local sort of free cycle type site. It does better around here than free cycle. And in the other one, this is everything that we're keeping still. So these are things that have got to probably be packed a bit better at some point. And there's still stuff to go. But I think I've done quite well. This big sideboard, it's a lovely old sideboard actually. It was actually in my kitchen at one point, but it's been shoved out here and it's got a few bits in it, but I think I'll put that on Frugal when I get it clear. Done most of the decorating shelf, packed some of it I've still got to do. Loads of camping stuff. Don't know that we're ever going to go camping as such again. I think if we go camping it will be in a camper van maybe. That's my dream anyway. But anyhow, it's far too hot to continue. It's only 10 past 10 actually. I feel like I've been up since about 5 a.m. I don't think it was quite that early. But yeah, it's too hot really to carry on. So I'm going to give myself a break now and go and have a rest. I'm just doing a bit of mending. Got the sewing kit out and all my different threads. Found a hole in this little dress. I wasn't going to sell this, but I can't sell it like that rather than keep it. I've got a pair of trousers that I wear these all the time, but they've just come apart a little bit at the pockets, so I thought I would sew those. And then I've got this dress which I really like, but it's just got a little hole in it. remember where it is now. There's a little hole in it somewhere. I can't find it. So you can't see it much. That's why, as I say, it's a small hole. But anyway, I'm going to repair all three of those now whilst I sit and listen to an audiobook. Finally, it's raining. I've got a load of stuff for the boot sale under my gazebo, so I'm really hoping it's not going to get wet. Oh, it's just rain. I really want it to rain. Look how dry all the gardens are. They're just yellow. It's just terrible, isn't it? But it's finally decided to rain. Hurrah! As you can see, it rained a lot harder in Justin's mum's garden. Look at that. Tomatoes doing okay. Finally, the ones outside the greenhouse are doing better than the ones inside the greenhouse. I'll water everything in a minute. Oh, how has that happened? Oh, look at the giant courgette. Picked the courgettes yesterday, so they should be. Yeah, there's a bee coming, but courgettes there. Runner beans a disaster. I gave up on them, they got eaten. More courgettes there. Greenhouse is an absolute mess. It hasn't been properly weeded. Archie's been really annoying. He's trying to attack the cat. Well, not attack her, he's trying to chase her and make her play, and she doesn't want to. So I've got to. The tomatoes have done something weird. They did some at the beginning. Kind of went all unhealthy at the bottom. So I'm going to cut those leaves off anyway. If anyone could tell me why that happened. Got a cucumber there. Got some tomatoes here. I'm amazed the bell peppers are doing really well because I've got the biggest one ever over there. Because I didn't bother to repot them. I just was too busy at the time and they never got repotted into bigger pots. But I left them here and kept watering them. There's another cucumber there. Another sad looking tomato. And they're just doing brilliantly. I don't think I've ever successfully grown bell peppers before. More tomatoes. Oh, this is a mess, you know, it's just really should have cut these back. So I'm going to do a little something with them now. There's another cucumber hidden down there. They are producing good fruit, so really nice. The tomatoes in here are not doing as well as the ones outside, but I think that's because they've got some sort of disease. I'm not sure what it is, but these ones seem to be okay on this side, but only green tomatoes so far. Lots of them. Now I've cut a few things back. Look what I found. I didn't even see that giant cucumber. It's looking a bit tidier now. The dog is still being really annoying. I've watered everything. That's good. Off on our morning walk. So much cooler today. Thank goodness it's so much cooler. It's been so sweaty and hot and unpleasant. I really need to come over here with a bowl or a Tupperware or something and get some blackberries. They might actually start plumping up now. We've had a little tiny bit of rain. Not really very ripe at the moment. She wants to go this way today. Come on in. Go on, Arch. nicer today. It really is very much cooler. I hope it lasts. We had a little bit of rain last night and we're due some more tonight. So the garden is desperate for it, and nature. We keep finding just dead pigeons on the ground. Let's find that boy. I think the wildlife must be really being affected. We keep leaving bowls of water in our garden, making sure the bird table is filled up and that kind of thing. That's what you all need to do. If we all did that, it would make a difference, wouldn't it? We haven't done that much decluttering. I'll show you what I did, but we haven't done as much as we'd hoped because Justin's been really poorly. He had a really, really bad throat infection, which he ignored for about, probably ignored it for about 10 days. Typical man, didn't want to go to the doctor. And then I made him go. And then he got 10 days worth of antibiotics, which in themselves kill your system, don't they? But I think he needed to take them, really. So he's on the mend now. I've got a doctor's appointment this afternoon as well. My thyroid problem is apparently something called Graves' disease. So I've got medication for that. It's not too bad, it's getting better. But I've got such bad arthritis, I want to go and get that checked out and make sure it's not rheumatoid arthritis. So I'm going to go see the doctor this afternoon. We're back from our walk now, and as you can see, Archie is just exhausted. This is his usual position. Look at him, he's so funny. Silly boy. So I hope you enjoyed that little look at my week. You'll be seeing a lot more decluttering, I expect, coming up, because we've got probably 6 to 8 weeks before we move house, if all goes to plan. So that feels like it's a long time. You think, well, God, it's nearly 2 months, but you know, we know time just goes in a flash these days. So we need to keep on top of it and get all the decluttering done, make sure we're not moving with anything that we don't want, and whittle things down as much as possible. Give stuff away. I showed you in the video, I gave some things away on our local Frugal group, and I like doing that because it means when I want something I can happily go and request something without feeling guilty about it. So it's a really good thing to check out Freecycle and Frugal. As I said in the video, for some reason Frugal works better. It seems to work better in this area. When I've used it, people are really quick to come and collect, and I don't have any problems at all. And I've also found some good things on there. Whereas Freecycle, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work as well. I don't know why. But check out your groups anyway. You can give stuff away on Facebook Marketplace, of course, as well these days. And it's really nice. People are really appreciative that you're giving them something that they can use. And then I'm really happy it's not going to go to landfill. I know that somebody's going to make further use of it. Anyway, that's it for now. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video so you can see next time I publish something. And don't forget to give me the thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.